guys, so I am in the kitchen, obviously. I'm always amazed with how unorganized everything looks. It's a little embarrassing, let me be honest. But a lot of it has to do with the fact that I need to put stuff into storage. I just have not had time. And I need to probably reorganize some stuff in storage before I even add more to it. So that's kind of the situation. I am going to cook up some beef enchilada fixings for preparation. I don't think that we're going to have it today because I totally forgot to get enchilada sauce. And I am not the person to make it. Maybe if I look into it, I will, but I did make it before. Well, I've made beef enchiladas once before, and I used the canned enchilada sauce, and it turned out fine. I actually didn't even eat any of it, but Donnie and Ben ate it and was done with it within moments. So I'm pretty sure that's a good, clear indication that it was pretty good. But I do have some ground beef that I thawed out, and I definitely need to take care of it because I don't want it to rot. And because I'm fasting, I don't want to have things go bad just because I am fasting, because Donnie still needs to eat. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna have to figure out something else for dinner because I didn't get cheese either. I like to get the brick cheese, but I kind of like to wait for it to be on sale because it can be a little pricey. And I know it's easier to get the other cheese, the shredded cheese already, but the problem is that they put like a waxy coating on it and it's just not delicious. And it doesn't melt right. We are going to Costco later, and so I'm thinking that maybe being at Costco, we might, or he might just get a hot dog or a piece of pizza because that's what he likes to get. And he can't beat the price. I mean, it's only like $1.50 for a hot dog and a soda. So, you know, we could feed me, him, and Ben for under $10. It's a pretty good deal. So that might be what we have, but I still need to make up this meat because I don't want it to rot. I'll also make up some of it for Smokey too, because that way he'll have some beef, fresh beef as well. I really love this little container. I've seen it on reels where they take salt and put salt in here and do it that way. But I started to put my little garlic pieces in there, and I don't know if that's wrong or right, but I don't think we eat enough salt, or I don't, to have it in here. So I figured why not just put my garlic in here, because it works. Hopefully it's not a bad thing. I don't know. And then, I went to Safeway on the other side of town, or the northern side of town, which is kind of like the fancier Safeway. And it was so fun to walk around in there because it's very clean and it has really cool things. It has a full-on sandwich bar and a bunch of Asian food, like sushi that looked delicious. I didn't get anything because I was kind of in a hurry, plus I'm fasting, but gave me a good idea to go back there when we're not fasting. However, I picked up this little guy, and I'm excited to try that tonight. Maybe a little bit of that tonight. With whatever we plan to eat. I do like sake. I feel like it has such a different taste than like beers or other things. But we'll see, because sometimes I'm just seduced by the bottle and the container and the price. And when we actually try it, then I'm like, oh, this is really bad. So I'm really hoping that that's not the case with this situation. But anyways, let me continue on with this. I have this cutest little skillet. It's a cast iron, and it's very little compared to my regular cast iron skillet. But this one is Smokey's, and I use this for his eggs, as you can tell. For every morning, I make him an egg, and then when I do beef, because I'm going to put seasonings and then also onion and garlic, which they should not eat, then this way I can put a portion of the ground beef in his little skillet and then cook ours up with the seasonings and all of that in it. So that's pretty much my day. Today is actually a really nice one. It's a little bit breezy outside. It's still pretty warm. I did get some laundry done, so I'm glad about that. I figure if I just take every day maybe, or like every other day, like early morning, and just do 2 loads, because 2 loads fits in my laundry basket. If I just take care of that, then it's not so bad. It's not so overwhelming, and then I'm not so exhausted. And then again though, if it is winter time, I'll do laundry all day because I don't have to fight the heat. Yesterday I was talking to my delivery guy for my dialysis, and he was saying that he delivers in Yuma, and the difference between there and here is that here it's a lot cooler actually to him, but over there he's like, they always have a breeze, it seems, and so you feel like you're going to walk into a nice breezy day when it's actually walking into an oven all the time. And so I felt really bad for him, and we were talking about how it must suck to deliver to places like Havasu, Death Valley, like I don't know, like they don't tell you, obviously for probably privacy sake, but they don't tell you too much about like who else is on dialysis. So I'm just assuming there's got to be somebody in like Havasu that has dialysis or does PD dialysis. And so I'm just kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of, I would hope that they schedule them to deliver at like 3 in the morning when it's still 110 outside, but you don't have the sun. I don't know. One thing I forgot to mention the other day when I went to my dialysis appointment was that DaVita now has a call center. And so whenever you have a question or have an emergency, you can call 24/7 and somebody's going to pick it up. And it probably will not be our dialysis center nurses. There's actually people hired to answer those calls 24/7. And that's really nice, because sometimes I think in human nature you feel like something might be going on, and so you don't want to call because you're like, well, it's a Sunday night and not really a big deal, and I don't really want to disturb the on-call nurse, so you don't call, when technically it's probably be a really bad idea to do that. You really do want to call in if you have any questions or concerns. And so it's very cool that DaVita, at least here in Tucson, is now up on being able to take those calls and handle those calls and actually put people to work who can do that. And then our nurses aren't so exhausted and all of that. And then from that point, I don't know what happens. I'm sure they contact the nurse and they let them know if it's something they can't solve maybe, or some kind of situation where we have to go into the center on a weird weekend or something. I don't know. I assume they have it all figured out, and I am hoping that I never have to call in and ask or need anything, because for the most part, everything's pretty good. So anyways, I'm going to get going on this so I can get it done, because I definitely need to take a nap. Going to go out tonight, I think. So I will talk to you guys later. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.
Ma, look at this. The boys are already eating it. Look. How you like your rice, full?
I customized my rice.
Clearly, it looks Mexican. How you like your rice, full?
I love it. Dude, this sauce with it?
The sweet ginger chili sauce. I know, right? You're welcome.